There goes my ride. Appreciate you, Mark. As always, buddy. Alright, here we go. Starting the Florida National Scenic Trail here at Highway 331. Hiking towards Highway 81 across the MC Davis Conservation Area, the Lafayette Creek Mansion Area, Nakusi Wildlife Plantation. My plan is to try to get from this section probably, I don't know, I'd like to make it to Pine Log, which is down by this little small city of Ebro. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. I got 3 days. Weather today is supposed to be pretty good until a little bit later this afternoon. And a little chance of some rain. Boy, I'll be happy to get away from that Highway 331 traffic noise. It's loud this morning. Beautiful out here this morning. That sunrise. Look at that sunrise. Show is pretty. This is a pretty cool little change. We're coming from this young pinewood flat down into what's known as an oak hammock, which is one of the kind of native things to this area. It's pretty unique. Usually a little bit low-lying area. Come into these little scrub oaks and all these little flats and sand and lichen growing everywhere. Pretty cool. Beautiful little creek. That's some clean water. So my goal here is to not have to carry too much water. The pack's already a little bit heavy as is. So what I'm doing is I'm running, keep this bottle empty. I got it marked for dirty water. Got the cap marked so I don't get them mixed up. But every time I drink, when I come find a clean water source like this, I'll just drink my fill and then top my bottle back off and then put this stuff away. That way I'm not having to carry 2 liters of water the whole time. I just got to carry 1 liter and then 1 empty bottle for filtering. Seems to work out pretty good for me. Snake Eaten Creek. Interesting. Well, that's cool. Got me a pretty little spotted bass. You know, this nice little hole right here, right on the edge of the trail. I knew bringing my fishing pole was a good idea. Thanks, little fella. See you later. Bass number 2, a little bit better one this time, man. Our spotted bass. Beautiful fish, super healthy looking, nice and clean. Make a good meal if it was a little bit later in the day. You're lucky, little fella. So this section right here along Lafayette Creek is the area the sign warned about during periods of heavy rain. You know, it can be flooded. There's a bypass, but it's been relatively dry here, and creek's at a decent level, so it's passable today. I did miss the trail. Right here is a really well-worn path that continues in that direction, and I missed the blaze right there, but back on the trail. Nice little swampy section of the Florida Trail. Kind of what you come to expect hiking this trail. It is plenty wet back here, but pretty sure it's passable today. Not horrible. It does run along the beautiful Lafayette Creek though, which is running clear and pretty today. Starting to cloud up a little bit. It's forecast rain for an hour or two around lunchtime. I'm about 7 miles in right now, maybe 6.5. I'm gonna try to find a spot to hunker down for lunch. Once I get there, I'll throw my tarp up and ride out the little bit of rain. Then I got clear weather the rest of the weekend. Yeah, this would definitely be wet back here. This creek was up another foot, which can happen real quick here in Florida. I just came up out of Lafayette Creek into this beautiful big pine flat, grass flat, really pretty. Now this section of trail is pretty cool. I really think it kind of gives you like the best of both worlds when it comes to the Florida Trail. Check this out. Beautiful little, probably a little spring creek or seeped. But I really think it gives you the best of both worlds. Kind of gives you a really good idea of what most of the Florida Trail. Oh yeah, look at this. Talk about pretty. What changed from being down in that swamp bottom. Which is good because I got some weather coming in. Probably got about another hour before it gets here. Nothing crazy, but it looks like gonna be some pretty steady rain. So I'm gonna try to get back into a spot where I'm a little bit sheltered, a little bit protected, in case we get any lightning or anything. I don't think I'd want to be out here in this pine flat during a lightning storm. I feel pretty exposed. But see where we end. Well, I think I'm coming towards the end of the Lafayette Creek section. I'm coming up into these pine flats a little bit. So I stopped, topped off my water, hydrated. Weather seems to be holding out. Looking at the hourly forecast, the rain's pushed back to like 3 o'clock now. It's supposed to start raining about noon. It's about 11:30 now. So I'm just gonna keep hiking. I'm about 8.1, 8.2 miles in right now. I passed a fellow who's section hiking from Texas, chatted with him for a minute. But that's about it. Other than that, hike's going pretty good. Knee's a little sore. I didn't film it too much. It was pretty hands-on, but coming through this last little section, a lot of root hopping and stuff like that, trying to keep from getting too muddy. Until I got a little muddy. Not horrible, but not great either. At least my feet. Well, I went 12.2 miles today. I've made it to Forgotten Creek Camp. There's not a whole lot of good camping options after this for about 5 miles. I'm really just not feeling like a 17-mile day. So it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna just settle in. I'm gonna get my shelter set up. Got a little fire ring here, a couple benches, which is pretty nice. Make this home for the night. Well, wasn't in camp 10 minutes. Got my tarp set up, got the hammock put up, and now it's raining. Pretty typical for a camping trip for me. Weather forecast, I'm kind of glad it held off a little longer than they said it was gonna, which is cool. And just how it happened, just timed it just right, man. I got here, got everything set up, and now it's raining. This should pass pretty quick. Should be pretty quiet evening. Just gonna hang out back here and just chill out, cook some food, drink some coffee, enjoy peace and quiet. I'm tired. 12.2 miles in 6 hours. So not a huge day, especially not by a lot of people's standards, but I'm tired. So it just got done raining. In a situation like this, there's only one thing that I want to start a fire with, and that's Vaseline cotton ball. They're cheap, and they just plain freaking work, man. I can't think of anything that works better than a Vaseline soaked cotton ball to start a fire after a good rain. All right, so I got dinner on the go. Had a little cup of noodles earlier, but got a pack of yellow rice cooking right now. A tablespoon of butter in there. Nice heavy carb-filled meal right before bed. Hopefully keep me warm. There's a wind chill warning for the morning. Wind chill is going to be down in like the mid-20s. Air temperature is going to be in like the mid-30s. So, gotta have something in my belly to keep me warm all night. But so far, man, this campsite's been super quiet. Ain't seen nobody else today. Just saw one guy from Texas and another guy just day hiking the trail. Got the hammock over there set up. Pretty little spot. Appreciate all these Florida trail volunteers that come out here and make stuff like this, putting up these benches and fire rings and building all these little bridges and stuff. Pretty cool. That's ready. See on camera here, there's this little like tray that sticks out the side of the fire ring. I took my kindling bundle for the morning, set there and trying to let it dry out. It had a little bit of time getting the fire going this afternoon. With everything being, right after it rained. But that'll be nice in the morning. Everything will be nice and dry, ready to go. I cook my grits. Hit the trail, get some good energy. I feel better, man. I was feeling pretty shitty when I got here. Just kind of, I guess, just wore out. I had elbow surgery 5 weeks ago, and I've been out of work, and I've just been kind of dicking around at the house. Really haven't been doing a whole lot, but need a trip like this to get out here and get myself feeling better. Fucking hot. Holy crap.